It's enough water for us as our needs right now, but as we keep growing and expanding, as we're growing more food, as we might have more animals out here, we're going to need more water. And so that prompted us to do one of our first Earthbag projects, is this massive cistern over here. Our roof right now pumps right into the poly tanks, but when it overflows, it'll overflow into this cistern. Eventually, when we're done with the poly tanks, we'll pump it right into this cistern. But this is an Earthbag cistern. It goes 5 feet underground and 3 feet above ground. But this thing is massive. I think it's 17-foot interior diameter and about 8 feet total height. So it holds just under 14,000 gallons of water. We'd like to be growing our own, much of our own food, maybe start a food forest, plant more trees, and really mix up those techniques, you know, some in-ground gardening, maybe some raised beds. We definitely want to put some greenhouses into the ground, more temperature controlled. Might be just the way to grow here in our particular climate. And in the back, that's where we got our chickens, and we actually brought them from the city. You know, that's called the gateway animal. Usually you start with your chickens and then you start getting more animals. The house will consist of 4 parts eventually. We started with 2 underground rooms. This is our first underground room, and it's actually a root cellar. If you're trying to be self-sufficient, self-sustainable, food storage is an absolute must. We wanted to go underground with that just to keep those temperatures much more stable. And this right here is our first Earthbag dome. 20-foot interior diameter, and of course, as wide as your Earthbag dome needs to be, it needs to be exactly as tall. So this thing is probably at least 20 feet tall, probably 21 to 22 feet tall. We got a cob exterior on here to protect the bags. You don't want those bags exposed to sunlight for too long because that UV radiation will break them down. Living this type of lifestyle, kind of building everything from the ground up. I mean, this was just bare land when we started, nothing out here. Everything takes longer and costs more than expected. You know, you might have an idea of how things are going to go, but nothing ever quite works out that way. It takes a lot of time, for sure. A lot of time, a lot of resources.
I knew starting this journey was not going to be easy. I knew there was a lot that we needed to learn.
There was going to be a lot of problem solving, that I was going to need to be a lot more independent.